Life is a lot harder for me to do just regular, everyday things that most people would take for granted. At a restaurant, I need someone to read the menu for me because I can't read it by myself. At school, someone guide me to a room because I can't read the room numbers. My name is Matthew Hazel, and I'm a hockey player in middle school with Stargardt's disease. I used to live outside Philadelphia in a small suburb called Boyertown. I was a normal kid. I could read, I could do everything people could do. I would go outside, play with the neighbors. I started having symptoms in kindergarten. I failed my eye exam for school. Then we went to the eye doctor. I failed the eye exam there too. And I got glasses, which then actually worked. In kindergarten, I could see mostly fine, especially with glasses. I could sit in the back and see things on the board. And then as time went on, it started getting worse and worse. We went through so many prescriptions and glasses. I was in 4th grade, I was reading a book, and all of a sudden the lines started like twisting and like phasing into each other, and I couldn't read it anymore. And that's a big moment when I knew that something was wrong. We started going to doctors who recommended us to more doctors, and we kept going from doctor to doctor, running lots of tests and getting pictures of my eyes. That lasted up to probably 4 hours each visit, going all over Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, until finally we met with a genetic counselor who ran genetic tests and eventually called my mom, told her that I have Stargardt's, and that's when I learned that I had Stargardt's disease. And the weirdest thing is I don't even remember like that moment, and I don't think I was even shocked. I think I was too young to fathom what that really meant. Once I learned that I had Stargardt's disease, it didn't really bring me down. I wasn't put into like depression or anything. It just cleared my head, gave me an answer for what was going on with me, what the problem was, and I was fine with it. Some of my biggest struggles I have day to day be mostly reading. Like in hockey practice, when my coach is going over a drill on the board, I can't see what he's doing on the board. I have to wait for an on-ice demonstration from the coaches or maybe the other teammates to do it. If I drop something that's pretty small, it takes me a while to see it, and I have to try to use like my sense of touch. Stargardt's disease is a mutation of the ABC-A4 gene, which makes it so that the ABC-A4 gene cannot produce a certain enzyme that clears out the byproduct from the retina. Because of this, the byproduct builds up on the retina, which creates a loss of vision in the center. It is a hereditary disease passed down from your family. To adapt to this in school, I've needed to sit closer to the board. I've had to use my peripheral vision more than my central. I've had to use technology like my phone, iPad, Chromebook, my cane. My hobbies have changed. At the beginning of 4th grade, I played the clarinet, and then it just got too hard to read the sheet music, so I stopped that and I started gaming more than I did before because I could personalize that for accessibility settings. My parents have had to advocate for me a lot more. They've had to set me up with technology like getting things blown up. I can leave class early now, and I wouldn't be able to do that if my parents didn't advocate for me. My parents also try to stay a step ahead of me, like being able to read Braille. If my vision does get worse and I need to read Braille, then I'll already know how to read it when that time comes. I cook from time to time, and parents have had to get color-coded tablespoons, measuring cups. I get through school by getting help from my visual team, from the teachers of the visually impaired, my orientation and mobility teacher. They've given me enlarged pencils, darker lined paper, enlarged screen Chromebook. My orientation and mobility teacher has given me the cane. My interest in hockey started in kindergarten when my family went to Arita's and met up with my friends whose parents were hockey coaches. They got my mom to get us into hockey even though we didn't even know how to skate. So first we got skating lessons, which I hated, and then we got onto a team, and that's when my interest started to peak. When that puck drops, as a defenseman, my role is to help the goalie stop the other team from scoring. That's my most important role. So what's going through my head would be, what are they going to do? How are they going to get around me? How can I stop them the best from scoring and helping out my goalie? My brother is actually the goalie, so as a defenseman, not only do I have to protect my goalie, I have to protect my brother. And it adds a whole new dynamic to the game, because if I don't help him out enough, then he's not going to be happy, and I'm going to be hearing about it in the car. Playing against him, it's always fun, because if I score on him, then I get to brag about how I scored on him. He's my twin. I'm 3 minutes older than him. Favorite thing about playing hockey would be playing with my team. The bond that you create playing with your team is nothing like any other that I've felt. This past season, I've been closest with my team that I've been in my whole career, and it's the best part of playing hockey would be going back to the locker room, especially after a win, and being with my team. Back in 2019, we won a championship and got a banner hung up at our rink, and my brother was the goalie, so I got to share that with him. We played at the Hershey rink one year. We played at the Notre Dame rink. When we first moved here, I wasn't very good at skating backwards. I wasn't very good at tight turns. Even this past year, I couldn't do backwards crossovers. And now I can do mostly all of those well. So seeing how much I've grown through these couple years have been a big motivation for me. I'm already registered for a travel team and a high school team. I hope to play hockey for as long as I can, hopefully take it into college, and maybe even one day take it into the NHL if I can. I'd also like to teach people how to play hockey, be a coach, because I feel like, especially in Maryland, not a lot of people know much about the sport. What motivates me in life just be the satisfaction of doing something well, whether that be getting good grades, playing hockey well, winning a hockey game, helping someone, educating someone. The satisfaction of doing it well and doing it right just keeps me going. It makes me not want to let anything stop me, not let my disease stop me from doing what I love. So just remember to always stay positive. That's how I've gone through everything. Just think of the positives, think of the bright side. It doesn't have to be a disability. If you're taking a test and you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna fail this test, you're gonna fail the test if you think you're gonna fail. If you have a disability, whatever it may be, don't hide from it, because it won't do you any good hiding from it. And if you show what you have and educate people, not only will they be more knowledgeable, but they might be able to help you.